Welcome to the Helen Show, and thank you for watching. So on last week's episode, we talked to the naval officer about what he experienced on the island. So today we have Jack and Ralph giving us the intake on what they went through. Thank you guys for coming. I really appreciate it.
It's a pleasure, Helen. Thank you for having us.
Thank you for having us, Helen.
Okay, so let's get straight to it. When you encountered this journey, what was the main thing that was going through your head?
Although I did have a group of boys with me, mentally I thought I was alone and I was going to die.
Well, when I saw that the plane and how it was like crashed and stuff, I thought that I was the only one because all the boys were either scattered or dead.
So when you were speaking, I heard you say boys. So I'm guessing that there was more. So did you find them and how?
Well, I was alarmed by the conch shell sound that Ralph had made from conch shell him and his friend Piggy had found.
Well, as Jack was saying, Piggy found a conch shell and he convinced me to blow into it to see if anyone would gather. And I really didn't think that anyone would gather. But, you know, once I blew into the conch shell, everyone gathered. So soon to find that a group of boys came and then another group of boys came that ended up to be led by a leader named Jack, which is right here, sitting right next to me.
Interesting. So were you happy to meet them?
Well, yeah, at first, but later on, not really, because they started to make fun of Piggy because of his nickname, which was Piggy. And then soon, tension rose on who wanted to be a leader.
Oh.
I mean, why wouldn't you make fun of Piggy's name, though?
Well, who was the leader?
Well, obviously my group of boys voted for me, but the rest voted for Ralph.
As the boys were voting, I didn't really think that I was going to win the vote. So I ended up winning, but you could definitely see that Jack wanted the position of a leader.
So when you saw that Jack wanted to be a leader, what did you do?
So I ended up being fair, and I let him be the leader of the group that came with him, which were the hunters.
Interesting. Okay. Later on, as you guys started to get used to the island, did you at all get along?
Well, during points we hated each other, but at the end we just did not like each other.
Well, I mean, just like Jack was saying, everyone was getting along until me and Jack really hated each other.
What were some problems that you two encountered?
One problem we encountered on the island was something called the Beast that the little ones, the younger kids of the group, had made up. Me and Rafa told them don't believe in that and to just get over it. When we were sleeping one night, there was a battle going on over us, and during this battle, a dead man on a parachute had come out from the sky.
A dead man?
Yes, a dead man on a parachute.
Wow, okay.
Hard to believe, I know. Anyway, Sam and Eric, other boys from Ralph's group, was telling everyone that it was a beast on the island, but we just told them, don't believe it.
Right.
Now this boy Simon from Ralph's group was walking in the jungle when he saw a sow's head on a stick, which Ralph's group had put there. He believed that the sow was speaking to him and he had fainted. Now when he woke up from his faint, he was climbing the hill and saw the dead man and told them it wasn't a beast, it was a dead man. While he tried coming to us, we were all chanting, dancing, having a good time, and we saw him in the woods. We thought he was the beast, so we decided to attack him and ended up sadly killing him.
Wow.
Yes. In the end, there was no such thing as a beast, and we ended up killing Simon instead.
I'm sorry, this is a really touching subject because Simon was a close. Jack was saying we made up a thing called the Beast, which was never real. Another problem that was encountered was when Jack sent his group down to where we were staying to take Piggy's glasses.
Why did they take Piggy's glasses?
It was to start a fire because while they were at it, they also took sticks.
Okay.
So we had we had to discuss many options because about how we were living, all the fighting, and we needed to discuss it. So we went to Castle Rock and we went to discuss about it. Now, as we went to Castle Rock, things started to fall. So since day one, since we got there, I met, Piggy, as I was saying before, talking about him. He was one of my closest. And sadly, as things started to rise up, me and Jack started to fight as we were on Castle Rock because all we wanted was Piggy's glasses back. But he wasn't going to give it to us, so me and Jack started to fight. And one of the boys from Jack's side, Roger, he was on top of the mountain and he pushed a boulder, and the boulder killed one of my good friends, Piggy. And all Piggy wanted to do was tell us and to tell and remember the rules and the safety. And that's all he wanted to do, but instead he got killed by a boulder that Roger pushed down.
I'm sorry to hear that, Ralph.
Yes, it's a very touchy moment for me.
I understand. So, in the end, when I heard from the naval officer in our interview, he said that the guys that he found needed structure and authority. So do you guys think that's true, or do you guys think that you were fine?
In all honesty, Helen, we did need authority because me and my entire group wanted to kill Ralph because that's how much we hated him.
Wow.
Well, sadly, Jack is totally right, but because I thought I was going to die because Jack and his group decided to come after me and kill me. And if it wasn't for that naval officer to be right above me as I look up, I probably would have gotten killed by Jack and his group.
So he was really like a parental figure to you boys.
He really was, because we had no adults there, and if it wasn't for him, that would have been the end of me.
Right. Well, this is all very interesting. So I'm just curious, would you guys ever think of writing a book about this? I mean, you have so many details.
I think maybe one day if we gather everyone on the island and they agree to, we could write a nice book about this.
Very interesting. Well, I would just like to say thank you, Jack. Thank you, Ralph, for sharing your experience with us. It was extremely inspirational. And thank you, guys.
Thank you, Helen.
Thank you very much for having us, Helen, and I'd like to thank the naval officer, if you're watching this. Thank you for saving us. Thank you for saving us.